Why, hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Casual Kira. And yes, all right, yes, I know. Here out of nowhere, oh my god, end of the year. I haven't posted jack squat. My bad. Uh, Personal life and also work. I've just been losing a lot of motivation lately. Um, just been hella lazy. So, but it's the end of the year. I have big plans that I really want to get to for next year. So stay tuned for that. And thank you for the support on the podcast on Spotify. Appreciate y'all's support and stuff like that. Um, what is it? Uh, my bad. Sending texts. Uh, fuck. But yes, I do appreciate the support from you guys over on the podcast. Uh, you might be wondering, where are we at? Well, tomorrow, current time is 3:38 p.m. Today is December 6th. You know what that means. Tomorrow is the Game Awards. So I will be doing a podcast episode on that exclusively on Spotify. Tag name Driving on the Thought. Not THOT. It's THOU. Yeah, THOUGHI. Hold the fucking minute. I can't spell THOUGHT. Like in the mine, not the hoe. Um, but yes, uh, big plans. Uh, Most likely gonna do a end of the year stream. Also, just recapping everything, and also a special holiday episode too for Christmas. Well, after Christmas or before Christmas, I have to depend, uh, depending on the schedule for this week, because I know Christmas lands on a Monday, so I have to work around that. But hope everybody's doing well. And as you can see on the screen, we are going to be doing my votes for the 2023 OTK VGA Game of the Year Award. Um, so, if you have any comments or concerns about what I choose, link it down in the comments, and I will interact with you in the comments too. So, and if any you guys got any questions, I got any suggestions, I got. And you can harass me all you like on the comments. The more interactions, the more I can take the beating. I ain't no soy boy. Soy boy. Soy boy. Anyways, let's get the show on the road already. So esports. Yeah, Counter Strike 2, League of Legends, Dota 2, Valorant, Street Fighter 6, and Rocket League. Now, I've only seen clips of Counter Strike 2, League. What the hell? Lila! Sit. Sorry, my dog is acting stupid. But yes, Counter Strike 2, League of Legends, Dota 2, Valorant, Street Fighter 6, and Rocket League. I've seen the only ones I haven't watched were Okay, my bad. Sending a text. People disturbing me. But anyways, all right. Yes. So I've only seen esports clips, highlights, stuff like that. Some live Counter Strike, League, and Valorant, and Street Fighter 6. Dota 2 and Rocket League haven't watched. Obviously, Rocket League has not been relevant. Only just recently when they collabed with Fortnite for the vehicles and stuff like that. That's it. No one really cares about Rocket League. Dota 2 is an OG, but it's been out of the loop. But huge in other places, so I'll give them that. But I'll be mainly giving the first four. Uh, excuse me, pardon me. Thank you. Um, my opinions because I've watched them, and I'm gonna have to say League because here's the thing: CS2 is not ready. It's not ready for competitive yet. It's just released. It's just released, and it's buggy issues and stuff like that. And I have seen a lot of funny ass clips for their esports highlights. It's not ready. It's not ready to get. It's not ready to get my vote yet. Game's still unfinished, and it still needs more time. Valorant, uh, it's the same shit like Counter Strike. It's like fucking was it like Overwatch, or yeah, it's like Overwatch meets fucking Counter Strike. Like it's nothing too special, but I mean the art style and stuff like that, the gameplay is nice. But I'll say this: the community behind the esports is not enticing. It does not. It's not hype enough. It's not hype enough. Um, they seem boring. Like the only thing that's interesting is just the commentators, and I like to hear like immense energy coming from the crowd for their esports teams, but for Valorant, it's not. It's not there. It doesn't hit. Not as much as like Counter Strike or League or even Dota. Like it does not hit. Or even Street Fighter. Get into Street Fighter. Their crowds are hyped as fuck. It's Street Fighter though. Like how could you not get hyped for it? Um, Gameplay's really nice. During the esports, each team putting up their numbers. They should do numbers. Each team standing on business. But I have to give it the league because they never disappoint. The esports never disappoint. It's always this that, but there's also this and that. It's never the same shit over and over. Um, skill to L ratio is massively different from every other game on this list. Besides Dota 2, but I haven't seen much clips. But League of Legends gets my vote for the best esports, and then mobile, obviously Honkai. Like who the fuck who's playing hours upon hours of Monster Hunter Now, Warcraft Rumble, or fucking Hello Kitty dog. Okay, now the Hello Kitty, do not. Nope. Nope. Hell nah. Unless you're a 10-year-old little girl, then nah, you got some issues. But no, it has to be Honkai. Come on. Like, it's the big fucking it's a gamble mobile game. It got waifus, it got husbandos, it's basic. It's another version of it's basically Genshin with a different title, but it has good story, it has good lore, it has really good gameplay, and graphics are fucking really good too. Like for a mobile game too. Um, it's really good, nice, solid. I don't have to say anything else about it. Now music. All right, so I've heard all the soundtracks for everything for all of these games. Right, Hi-Fi. I've never played these. These are all secondhand to me. Never played any of these. All secondhand. Um, but in my opinion, Baldur's Gate 3, immaculate, especially for every combat scene, narrative, and just the background music. Really nice. It's subtle, intense when it needs to be. Really, really good. Like, it's solid. You can't complain about it. Final Fan, a Hi-Fi Rush, really good music. Love it. It's a bit overhyped in my opinion. For certain cases, but it has really good music. But it's not my style. But between Final Fantasy and Zelda, I'm gonna have to give it to Final Fantasy because I'm not a huge Zelda person. Last time I played a Zelda game was on the fucking 64, I believe. And I haven't touched one since. Music's really nice, love it. but Final Fantasy is up my alley. That music I would listen to no matter where I go. If it's just gaming, driving, if I'm beating my meat. What? Pause. Whoa. Uh, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't say shit. I said just driving, working. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't say anything sus. You're crazy. You're crazy. Hey, I see you typing in the comments. Don't you fucking dare. Um, really intense, but like it matches the gameplay. Really nice. The orchestra, the tunes, the the vocals. It's all there. It's all there. Narrative. Fuck Spider Man. But anyways, I've just recently started seeing Slay the Princess clips. But I can't really give it a majority vote on that one for myself included. And Alan Wake 2 barely just came out like a week or two ago. I haven't caught up into the to that. I was meaning to watch I believe it was Moist Critical's video or gameplay about it in his streams to watch it and see how it is second handed. Not everybody can, spend 60 $70 every release. Um but secondhand experience is always pretty good too. I like what I always say. If you watch a game if you will play a game secondhandedly and it seems boring to you, why waste your time trying to play it yourself? Um, but if it comes free, then maybe. But I never got a chance to it. But in my opinion, um, Cyberpunk, great story. Now, Baldur's Gate, it's yes, it's unique. It's a D&D game, like, but nothing really hurts me to the heart like fucking Cyberpunk. And I'm not even talking Edge Runner too, like Cyberpunk alone. I've watched the entire game secondhandedly. I've bought the game. I'm halfway through it, but and plus I haven't even checked out Phantom Liberty, and I've heard such emotional shit for that DLC. And God, man, I can't wait. But you guys want to see me play it though? Just let me know. Um, but yeah. Oh, oh, it says Phantom Liberty. Okay. Shit. I thought it was just Cyberpunk alone. Um, it. Damn. That conflicts me because I haven't seen gameplay or the story about it, because I believe it's about Johnny. But fuck. Then, ooh, yikes. Damn. Ooh, damn. That's conflicting because now I gotta go look at it. Hmm. All right, hold up. All right, just watch. Yeah, yeah, no, yeah, no. I gotta give it Cyberpunk. I gotta give it Cyberpunk. It's just more of my style of narrative, hands down. Art direction. I'm gonna have to give the Final Fantasy. Now, Baldur's Gate, unique as hell. It's a D&D game. The graphic is immensely superior in our nowadays era. It's a game you never expected. It executed very well. Hogwarts. It's a really good Harry Potter game for its genre and for its audience. Like, can't really go wrong with it. But art style, it's a bit niche in my opinion, but it's still good. But it's a little niche. Liza P's super unique art style. I've never seen that kind of art style for a game that has the same feel, similar feel. I mean, for a as a Souls game. Um, but the art style that hits from Liza P's is immaculate. It doesn't miss. I've seen a lot of gameplay. I've seen a lot of boss battles. I played it. And it's really nice. It's beautiful, especially on my Xbox Series S. It is beautiful. Resident Evil 4, we all know it's a 10 it's a solid choice, hands down, I wouldn't say 10 out of 10, but it's a really good reboot or remake, whatever. Yeah, a remake. It's a really good remake. Um they kept a lot of the aspects the same, just remastered the design. the core. But with the shift, a little bit of shift and change with the art style, I love it. It's good. It's really nice. It's aesthetically pleasing. It's really good eye porn. Um, Pause. Solid choice. You can't go wrong with it. And obviously, I haven't checked out Alan Wake 2, but I've heard really good things about it, especially from Moist. But I'm gonna give it to Final Fantasy because the art style is just immaculate. The the clustering and the blending of all the colors conforming into a solid enigma. I think I'm using the right term. Is such a pleasing. It's to me, it gives that waking up 3 in the morning, drink a cold fucking or lukewarm water, chowing that shit down, and just jacking off. What? Come on, it it's so aesthetically pleasing. Like it will make me, but it makes me bust a nut of how well designed and contrasted this game is. Speedrunning game, I'm gonna have to give it to only it was such the big hype. I know this game it's gonna be out of the loop. I know that because even to this day, 64, Zelda, even Minecraft, they're still getting a lot of speedrunners. And there's gonna be only a certain amount of time where only will have its perfected speed run, and it'll just be in the dust. Um, because it's just a solid game. There's no updates. There's none of that. So, but it does deserve the hype. It does deserve my vote for the best speed run of the year, not of all time, but of the year. Because if it was all time, it had um and addicting. I'm gonna have to give it to League of Legends. Like I'm gonna say this. It, I bet there's a but out of 1 out of 10, 1 out of 10 League of Legends player probably plays these other games. But if you were to ask them which is the most addictive and how to destroy, they're gonna give League of Legends. Why? Because they've clocked in more than half of their day grinding their rank, grinding their stats, and then grinding their especially these professionals. Like this game, if you do not catch up on it, it's gonna leave. It's the most addictive. It's the most memeable one too, because yeah, Hollow Cure and Honkai they have that very addictive aspect. Dark and darker, it's unique, like a battle or survival battle royale kind of situation. And obviously, WoW and Baldur's Gate, but like with Baldur's Gate, I don't see any Baldur's Gate locking up enough hours compared to League. World of Warcraft, yeah, maybe if so, but like it's not as it doesn't have that competitive feel that that league expresses itself like the others. Community Warframe, I personally are play huh is playing Warframe and it's the friendliest because even if you are a brand new player, most likely half of the time you will have someone either also new, or also just like farming materials and stuff like that and helping you out. They'll join your game and they're they are some of the nicest people. Like Destiny, you'll never find the Destiny level toxicity in Warframe. Um, Especially when I came back on. I was joined by a couple of veterans who were playing the game since day one. They were just doing some grinding, and just helping, and they happened to get in my match. And guess what? After I finished the tutorial, which is like a couple missions. It's like an hour's worth of gameplay, I think. No, not even an hour. Probably an hour. Yeah. They invited me to their guild, and there's a whole bunch of new people, old people, like in terms of like experience. Like, yeah, it. I know. Deep Galactic has a really nice community too, and also Baldur's Gate, but Warframe has been there in the dark of the most immense toxicity of MMORPGs, and it's such a unique game too. The art style, the gameplay, like the community is really nice about it too. Game of the year, fuck Spider Man. I have to give it to Baldur's Gate. Not trying to like be one of those. Okay, I'm kind of trying to be a Baldur's Gate dick rider, even though I never played it. But like when it first announced, I was expecting it to be like Pillars of eternity. Um, where it's like it's niche, it's meh, the frame rates are bad. Oh, you gotta wait for updates. No, this game came out solid. This game came out standing on business. No updates, completed game. The fact that a lot of people, uh, and I'm pretty sure you've seen the memes on TikTok where people have spent more than 2 to 3 hours creating the character. You know that says a lot. That says a lot about just the design level alone and the creativity it gives to to your to the players. And I've never heard anything bad about Baldur's Gate 3. Even like a lot of people who don't play D&D, this game is such a great intro to D&D because it gives that nostalgic factor of a session without having to rely on the niche bad aspect of it, like people not showing up and stuff like that. It's such a great intro to it though, because if I do play D&D, I'm not currently on the session, but I am creating my own campaign though. Peep the Spotify. I will be uploading it on there or on this channel. But yes, I'll be making a campaign, D&D campaign, and I do want y'all to join in on the experience. But I would give this game to somebody who wants to get into D&D but never experienced it. Shit, my moderator Jazz. Uh, I don't know why I did that there. A my little Pookie bear. It's like, uh, she's never played D&D. I don't believe. Um, and she played it, and yeah, she's loving the game. So like I said, secondhanded experience and watching and hearing it from other people's opinions. It's a solid game, and it definitely earns the game of the year because of how well constructed. Now, it's not the only game that didn't just have the most amazing launch, but very solid gameplay. Armored Core is up there, and so is Final Fantasy. Fuck Spider-Man. But I have to give it to Baldur's Gate for breaking the unexpected barriers of creating a game and making an all around amazing launch and release. It's either these two. It's either these two. For me, that changed games. Um, because Dark and Darker, it's unique because it's a medieval like battle royale. And you have to be the first one. No. Wait, hold on. No, I'm getting this wrong. Dark and Darker is a medieval Tarkov. That's basically what it is. It's a medieval Tarkov with a circle though. Ah, yeah, that's true. But yeah, it's a medieval Tarkov. It's fun, especially with friends. I played it solo, so it was a bit tough to get the handle of it, but it was an amazing experience to play it during beta. Um, but it didn't really change the games, in general. Honkai obviously not because Genshin was there too, and the original Honkai, like it doesn't change jack shit. Hollow Cure, very unique, but there's a lot of games with the same play style. Um, and obviously Armored Core is what Gundam wishes they could be, honestly. Because if this game was a Gundam, ooh man, God, playstyle, fuck yeah, fucking amazing. I mean, yeah, there's a what is it, Gundam Evolution, the fucking the MMO one, but like that one's like that's getting slightly boring. But like Armored Core, it's a solid choice, but it's not the game that changed games. I'm gonna have to give it to Baldur's Gate because it is bringing back, not just because it's bringing back the pure aesthetic of like having a full release game and not having to worry about glitches and stuff like that and patches every single week or even at most every single day. Um, I'm looking at you, Cyberpunk. Um, but it really changed the perspective of how creative a game can really go with developers who really understand the perspective of how it is to be a gamer. And Baldur's Gate really set an example of really good storytelling, really good mechanics, and just in general, making the experience of a newbie so much better to the point where I've heard, especially on TikTok, I've heard stories of people actually doing their own starting to do their own D&D sessions because of how fun Baldur's Gate were. Like playing D&D now is not a nerd thing anymore. It's a geek thing. And if you want to know what's the difference, I'll say this. Nerds, they have no personality. They're antisocial, so they're introverted. Very niche, not social at all. They're only social on a video game, online, and stuff like that. A geek has personality. They look some of them look good. Um, they have fashion. They're extroverts. They are able to talk to people socially. They're not fucking awkward. And yes, they'll have connections and stuff like that. I'm getting off track. I'm getting off track. But yes, Baldur's Gate 3 definitely set the stage for a different approach towards creating a community within the gamers world. Um, I don't need to say anything else. As much as I love these ones, I do not need to say anything else. And so is this one. And so is this one. As much as I'm excited for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Hollow Knight, even though I didn't get to play the last one, and I played Hades, the original, but I never got to finish it. But as much, you already know. Even though they just announced it, on the earlier this week, or I think it was yesterday actually, um, or whatever. Yeah, it's still gonna be talked about until it starts release. It's 2025. Like next, we're literally, was it? We're literally what? Yeah, so 25. Yeah, 25 days left until 2024, and then next thing you know, it's already 2024, and then it's already gonna be 2025. Like it's still gonna be the top most talked game up to next year too, until it releases. It's the most anticipated. It's GTA, dog. Like as much as how great these games might be, I've never heard these two, but in a total genre majority, even I'm excited for it, even though especially the nostalgia about it, because I don't have to ask for parent permission to go to the GameStop for a GTA game. It's not gonna be, uh, oh yeah, your son, it's a mature game. It has no. It's gonna be cash a card, sir, and it's gonna hit fucking different when he says cash a card. Most streamed. Okay, so only up, it fell off. It fell off. Like you don't see those speed runs anymore. Like hyped up as much anymore. There's obviously Valorant and World of Warcraft is really up there. I don't see. I don't ever see Dark and Darker on the list currently until back then when everybody was trying out the beta and stuff. Obviously, GTA is a huge contender because of the RP style of it, but there's only so much the content so far. It's niche. Some of it is a bit repetitive. I'm gonna have to give it to Lethal Company, even though it just came out, but at the same time, like it's a unique gameplay play style, and I feel like it might earn a really good spot for next year too. Um, but I mean, big streamers are playing it right now. I know it might. I know Lethal Company might get off the loop sooner or later, but at the same time, right now it's going really strong. Nothing, nothing can go wrong at Lethal Company. And obviously Jinxie. Do I need to say anything else? Do I need to say anything else? As much as I love XQC and Ludwig, it has to be Jinxie. It has to be Jinxie. I do not care about Kaisenet. I'm sorry. He is boring. Well, not boring, but like his energy is just off for me. I just can't deal with him. I can't. I'm sorry. Especially after the July the firework war, whatever. Like that was stupid. I'm sorry. I bet he's funny, but he's not my playstyle. I'm more of a Jinxie guy. Um, indie game. Most of these I've never heard, except for obviously these two. And Blasphemous too, obviously. But I'm gonna have to give it to Holocure. It's addicting as fuck. It's creative. Um, love the gameplay. As much as I like Battlefield a bit, it can only go so far. And Blasphemous, it's for a majority. category of people who plays. And so for all of these, right? For all of these, it's for a certain majority at a certain degree. But I had to give it to Holocure because it's more. I say it's a more appealing indie game. And then in the adventure, do I? Ooh, damn! It's ooh, wow. Sons of the Force, man, I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed. I'm still waiting until they fully announce that the game is fully completed so I can do an actual video of it with the homie. And I've seen Dread. I believe I watched Draco play it, and Gray Gray's play Dredge. It's a really nice game. Ooh, damn. In terms of adventure, this has the best horror factor, but this I ooh man, that's tough. I'm not gonna lie with you, Chief, because they're both great in their own ways, but I don't know which to pick like over the other, you know what I mean? Um wow, that's crazy. And the fact that even Baldur's Gate is considered a fucking indie game too. It is throwing back to why it should be game of the year actually. Yeah. It's a fucking indie game that outmatched triple A's. Like it's just like a battery. Baldur's Gate threw that shit away like an Xbox controller. That's how much they fucking dominated this year with games. Baldur's Gate treated in triple A games like they're batteries thrown away off to the side, you know. But oh man, that's tough. That's tough. Holy shit. Um, nah, I might have to give it to Bald. I might have to be a Baldur's Gate dick rider right here. I might have to give it to it. I might have to give it to it. Yeah. As much as I love Lethal Company, even though I don't got friends who has a PC and can play it. Unless it gets on console, okay, that's a huge contender. But right now it's only PC, so I'm gonna have to give the Baldur's Gate. Um, I've never heard of any of these. I've heard about Darkest Darkest Dungeon, but I gotta give the Hollow Cure just because of the sheer info I have on all of these. I have to give it to Hollow Cure since I don't know any of these ones, and I heard a little bit about that one. Um, I've heard about Sea of Stars. I've heard it's really good. I heard it. I even heard it was like a fucking heartbreaker too. But I gotta give it to Dredge because it's the only one I've really seen. Um, yeah, and then obviously indie shooter, I gotta give it Battle Bit. It's the most viral one out there. Creative as hell. The players make fucking Hollywood style clips and movies and stuff like that. Like you can't go wrong with it. And then Played Up. I never heard these two right here. I've heard of For the King, but it's not my play style. But Played Up is really fun. Um, Best indie game of the year. Um, I'm gonna have to give it to Battle. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna have to give it to Battle Bit. Ooh, nah. Ooh, nah. These two is like my click. Like Pizza Tower, it fell off too. So yikes. But so did Battle Bit. But Call of Duty just barely came out too, and it's like it's super hype. Like even Asmongold played it. But does it deserve indie game of the year though? Mm-mm-mm. The Battle Bit creates something that Battlefield has not been able to do the last few years with the last fucking with 20 what 20 2090 2090 or something like that. Yeah. Ooh, I might have to. Ooh, yikes. Okay. Some of y'all might fucking hate me for this. I'm gonna give it the Hollow Cure. Best action. Fuck Spider Man. Um, Gotta give it to Final Fantasy. The gameplay is really nice. Um, Graphic. Mind the fact that like I played all of these fucking secondhand fuck Spider Man. Um, yeah. I Resident Evil 4, great gameplay, but at the end of the day, it's still a Resident Evil game. It's the classic run and shoot zombies stuff like that survival game, and an Armored Core. As much as I love the map, I love the gameplay and stuff like that. and it's something Gundam wishes they could be. I gotta give it to Final Fantasy because it has an overall better score for me in terms of art style, gameplay, action, and overall story too. I've heard about Remnant, but I've never had the chance to fucking check it out. Adventure. Need me to say more? Need me to say any more? Um, Need me to say any more? Fuck Starfield. I'm sorry. Need me to say more though? Shooter. As much as I love and hate Siege, hate Apex, love and hate Valorant, love BattleBit, love and hate Counter Strike, nothing will outbeat the style Fortnite is creating nowadays. So I mean, you can't blame me for that. And then best strategy, I gotta give it to Baldur's Gate. It's a D&D game. Like who the fuck is gonna give it to City Skylines? I'm sorry, building a city. Like I can see that appealing to a lot of people, but I've never heard of this one. Blech. I wish I could play. Never heard. But yeah, I gotta give it a Baldur's Gate 3. But yes, that will be my votes for this year's OTKVGA Video Game of the Year award. Um, yeah, comment down in the description below. See what do you agree, disagree? What did you not like about my opinion? And if you talk about Spider-Man, fuck you. I hate Spider-Man. Fuck you. No, mid. The remastered and the 2 DLCs they released, mid. Swing around playing fucking what Sunshine all day. Yeah, mid. Swing around, blah blah blah. Fucking fight me. You won't. You won't. You won't.